For the third part of homework 14, we were using the counter variable I in a for loop to display several different texts all in different sizes. So I've used the text size function because I haven't imported a font. And I already have I, the counter variable that I'm going to use in there as the size. If I were to have imported a font, I would want to use I in the text font function as opposed to the text size. So I'd say text font, whatever variable I used to load my font into, and then my counter variable. Okay, so I need to set up this for loop. I'm going to start with int I equals, and I'm not going to say I equals 0 because you can't display a font with a size of 0. So I want to pick the smallest font size I want to display. So I'm going to say 10. Now, when I choose my inequality, I want to go up to the largest font size that I'd like to display. So maybe I'm going to say 50. And then I've got to figure out what I want to count by. I don't want to count by ones. I don't need 40 different iterations of I miss you, all one with a font size 1 point larger than the last. So maybe here I'll count by, maybe I'll just count by tens to start. So I could say I equals I plus 10. Now if I display this here using I as the y value and as the size. Oh, I probably should put in a fill, otherwise we are not going to see this. The problem doing that is that by the time the font gets to be 50 pixels high, it's not enough to space it out by 10 pixels on the y-axis. So again, I need to use a multiplier. So maybe I'll use, let's see, let's try 5. So if I do that, the first font size is 10, and 10 times 5 is 50, so it's 50 pixels down on the y-axis. The next font size is 20. 20 times 5 is 100 pixels down on the y-axis, and so on and so forth. If you wanted to include more, you could increase the number in the inequality, but at a certain point you'd probably have to increase the multiplier too to space it out. So again, if I went all the way to, if I'm counting by, I could go all the way to 100, we'd start overlapping yet again as the font size gets too large.